Oh, stop crying, Car Copper. Stop hiding, Alyssa. You're washed, Dewanna. That was what we got from last night's game. That is what we got from last night's game. And the Indiana Fever, well and truly, got the better of the Phoenix Mercury. But I'm out here looking at TikToks, looking at all these things. Like, it is genuinely, like, something that I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Like, you've now got Fee Collier calling out the fans, but there's too much negativity towards every single player. And I'm like, within reason, of course there is. Of course there is. But that's the problem is that with more fans comes bad fans. And if you don't want to, if you want to turn off, the only way to stop the bad fans is by getting rid of the good fans too. Because the more fans you have, the more bad fans there are. Just by, let's just say, I'll, like, let's be honest. I will give the number of about 1% of fans are bad fans. And we mean actual bad fans, not just fanatics that will tweet the occasional shit at an opposing player. Like, actual legitimately bad fans that are an actual problem, not just a problem that they pretend exists. About 1%. About 1%. The problem is to get rid of that 1%, you have to literally make sure that the other 99% leave. To get rid of 1% of the trolls, to get rid of that one bad 1%, you've got to get rid of the 99%. Like, that is pretty much what you have to do. And it's just an unfortunate thing. It's an unfortunate thing with these fans, but the players don't realize that all they're doing by saying, it's too much negativity, something needs to be done, nothing can be done about it. Unfortunately, when you put more people in any environment, whether that be sports fans, whether that be online, just by proxy of 1% of a million people is 1,000. So if you've got 1 million fans and 1,000 of them are bad fans, those 1,000 fans can be very noticeable. But 1% of 100 people is one fan. And that one bad fan out of 100 is very not noticeable. Or it's very easy to ignore one fan. But you don't realize is that now you've got millions of fans. The bad fans go into the thousands. And you're saying, what can be done about it? Obviously, nothing can be done about it. Obviously, nothing can be done about it at all. But at the end of the day, we are seeing stuff like that being said from Fee. And we're seeing TikToks being like, oh, Indiana Fever fans proved Dewanna Bonner right that, Indiana is not the right place for her. Man, Indiana was never the right place for her. Nobody's making the argument that Indiana was the right place for Dewanna Bonner. No one was making that argument. No one has ever said Indiana was the right place for Dewanna Bonner. The WNBA right now is not the right place for Dewanna Bonner. She's not good enough. She's not good enough. She wasn't good enough for us. She wasn't. She wasn't good enough for Indiana. In fact, she probably got way more minutes than she should have, considering how bad she was for us. She didn't deserve to play. And then you've got people pretend to be Fever fans being like, oh, we just proved it right. Like, and then other people saying, oh, free agents will see if you fans will turn on you. And it's like, dude, fans didn't turn on Erica Wheeler if you leave. It's like, if you leave, fans didn't turn on Wheeler. Fans didn't turn on Temi. Like, fans won't even turn on Bree Turner when we play against her. When she leaves next year. And if this team employs Bree Turner next year, I'm going to lose it. But, it's one of those things where it's very obvious. It's very, very obvious these people aren't sports fans. And they try to make it this whole thing. And like, I'm seeing TikToks being shared and everything. And people are there like, oh, you're proving Dewanna right that, Phoenix was a better place for her. Man, no, like, again, the WNBA is not the right place for Dewanna Bonner because as much as she is a legend, I'm sorry, she's washed. She's completely washed. Like, it's not Indiana's fault that she was washed. Stephanie White didn't make her a major part of the offense because she was washed. And she got pissed off because she was washed. Went to Phoenix and had one good game and then realized, just like she had one good game for the Fever, and then realized she was washed. Man, like, imagine if she could do this consistently for us. Imagine if consistently she was hitting shots that our 7-day contract player was hitting. Imagine if she could consistently pull up on the break. Like, I genuinely thought when it came to Dewanna Bonner, I thought that maybe she developed some form of the yips when she was like shooting threes off the backboard. I thought she developed some form of the yips with Indiana and just, couldn't play for those crowds. Maybe she can't play in front of the crowd. And if she can't play in front of the crowds, like, there were rumors. There were genuinely rumors. Like, that Dewanna Bonner didn't feel comfortable playing with the playing in the crowds. I can't remember where I heard those rumors from. But, like, it was a reputable source, because I do remember I wouldn't have made a video talking about this as an update. And, like, again, boom, right in Dewanna Bonner's face. Did not matter. Chloe Bibby drains it. Like, but this whole Dewanna Bonner situation is kind of getting crazy. Like, we are seeing, like, TikTokers out there, calling out Fever fans. We're seeing all these posts going semi-viral, and we're seeing old WNBA people. We're seeing players call it distasteful. We're seeing Alyssa Thomas refuse to go into the press conference. And it's just the most obvious sports thing. Like, it would be, like, she played 9 games. Like, it would be different if this was an Indiana Fever legend. Because, again, she is a legend for some teams, but she's a snake. She's a Fever snake. She's a snake for the Fever. She's a snake. And again, as I've said, the Indiana Fever did their best Homer Simpson impression with the, when they have the whacking day where they get rid of all the snakes in Springfield. And the Indiana Fever well and truly neutralized the snake yesterday. And, like, all of this talk about, is this the right place? Is this how you treat a legend? What free agents would sign for you in the off season? But I'm like, any free agent that doesn't want to sign for the Fever because fans booed a player who took their team on a ride, who took the fan base on a ride. How many fans bought Dewanna Bonner merch? And did something that if they did it in any other sport, they would literally have their jersey burned. There would be if a player signed a max contract in the NBA and quit after 9 games in a season, kept getting paid, and started refusing trades, so they couldn't be replaced. Like, they couldn't even get a pick for her. It was the only place she wanted to go was the Mercury, and the only way the Mercury could have made it work was by giving the Fever up 2 players. And we're literally seeing that the Fever fans are meant to be A-okay. And people are like, free agents won't sign. I don't give a fuck. I don't think anyone cares. If a free agent won't sign because of this situation, I don't want them. They're not championship material. And yeah, maybe Dewanna Bonner, she is a 3-time champion or 2-time champion. 2-time champion. But, like, I'm sorry. She played in a WNBA where about 4 teams had all the best players in the world. She played in a WNBA. Like, it's not like her championships. She won one as a rookie with Diana Taurasi, and then she won another one with prime Brittany Griner, prime Diana Taurasi. Like, a hell of a player. But if we're being honest, the Fever fans didn't boo her enough. Like, or they weren't at least loud enough. I said this where it's like, I wouldn't have done it, but, like, you know what? If you're gonna boo, you should have went even harder. If you're gonna do it, you should have went even harder with it. But at the end of the day, look, it is what it is. The Dewanna Bonner situation is getting really, really weird, and they play against each other again in about 7 days. So hopefully in those 7 days, we get to see. Caitlin won't be back, obviously, but hopefully in those 7 days, we can get to see us beat this team again, because I think we've got a good chance of doing so. Maybe not in Phoenix, but heck, we beat them at home.